If you're trying to learn more about how to build your massage practice, you've undoubtedly heard everyone say market, 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 especially on social media, right? Okay, but how and where and when? Hey guys, Savannah Bell here with My Massage World, the ultimate resource center for massage therapists. And today I want to tell you where you need to be on social media. Marketing is vital to grow a business, but that doesn't mean just going everywhere you can and marketing as much as you can. You have to be strategic about it or you're wasting a lot of time and money. The first step is only going where your ideal client is. And let's face it, almost everyone is on some form of social media now, so why not start there? It's relatively inexpensive, and you can let hundreds of people know about a special you're running or your openings for the week or for the month with just a few clicks on your phone or your computer. That's pretty incredible. Obviously, social media isn't the ideal solution for every single therapist out there, but for the vast majority, it is a great way to market. But how do you know which platform to use? Should you be on Facebook or Twitter or Instagram or Snapchat? Or about Tumblr or YouTube, LinkedIn or Pinterest? There are so many to choose from and you want to cast a wide net. So obviously you need to be on all of them, right? No, 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 no. That is the last thing that you want to do. You really don't even need to be on 3 or 4 of these from the start. What you really need to do is pick one. Yep, just one. And get good at it. Not just mediocre, but really freaking good and really understand the nuances to it. Because here's the thing, you don't want to be just mediocre on 4 different social media platforms where you never really see a return on the investment of your money and your time into those platforms. So instead, pick one and learn everything you can about it. Because it's a heck of a lot better to be amazing at a single social media platform than just okay at several of them. You'll be so much more effective and so much more efficient with your time and your money. I'm a Facebook nut, at least when it comes to the business aspect of it. I love figuring out what works and what doesn't, specifically for the massage industry, which is why I'm getting ready to launch a Facebook 101 video series, by the way, so keep an eye out for that. Anyway, pick just one. But how do you know which platform you should go with? Think about where your ideal client is and who your ideal client is. What's their age, their gender, their income level? There's statistics all over about what kind of people are on each social media platform, but you got to get detailed here. So let's look at some of these statistics. First, Facebook just announced that they've surpassed 2 billion active users on their network. Billion, like with a big frickin' B. In relation to Facebook, YouTube has the closest with half of that, only 1 billion. I say only 1 billion, like that's not a lot, but in relation to Facebook, it's a big difference. So you'll see Instagram is behind YouTube with about 700 million. And then Twitter is just behind that with a little over 300 million. And then it just goes down from there. We won't go through all of them. But it's not just about the number of people on a network. Remember, we have to come back to your ideal client and where they are spending their time on social media, because that is what is going to determine where you need to be. Let's look at the demographic breakdown to compare the top 3 so we can make sense of these demographics. So we're going to look at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter. Remember, a lot of people are on multiple platforms. And by the way, all of these statistics that I'm talking about today come from the Pew Research Center. So when it comes to women, 83% use Facebook, 38% use Instagram, and 25% use Twitter. Men, on the other hand, 75% use Facebook, only 26% use Instagram, and 24% are on Twitter. Now let's look at the age ranges. If you're targeting young adults, that 18 to 29-year-old range, 88% use Facebook, 59% use Instagram, and 36% use Twitter. If you're targeting the 30 to 49-year-old range, 84% of those people use Facebook, 33% on Instagram, and 23% on Twitter. When we bump up to the 50 to 64 range, 72% use Facebook, 18% use Instagram, and only 21% use Twitter. Now, if you're targeting those who are 65 plus, you most definitely want to stick with Facebook because 62% of people in that age range are actually on Facebook, and only 8% are on Instagram and 10% are on Twitter. So it's probably not even worth your time to be on those. So despite the claims that Facebook is just for old people and Instagram and Twitter are for the younger generations, and all the hype about everybody needs to transition to marketing on Instagram and Twitter, I think you have to look at these facts. Yes, those obviously appeal to younger audiences. That's the majority of their users. But in relation to Facebook, sorry, it is still king and attracts younger users and older users alike. And it doesn't look like it's going anywhere anytime soon. All right, so let's take a quick look at the education levels and income levels because that should definitely be taken into consideration in all of your marketing efforts of your ideal client. Remember, you've got this ideal client that you're trying to appeal to. So again, you have to know where they're at. I actually find these kind of interesting because it really is different on each platform. So let's look at the education levels of Facebook users. 77% of those with a high school diploma or less are on Facebook. 82% of people with just some college are on Facebook, and 79% of those who attended college and beyond are on Facebook. We see something similar with Instagram. 27% of those with a high school diploma or less, 37% of people with some college, and 33% of those who went to college and beyond are on Instagram. We see an increase in those with just some college, but a decrease in those with a full college education. Interesting. Twitter does something a little different here. It just goes up. So 20% of people with a high school diploma, 25% of people with some college, and 29% of those with a college degree use Twitter. And of course, because income is often directly influenced by your education level, the same thing happens. On Facebook and Instagram, we see higher percentages in the $50,000 or less range, but a decrease in users who make $50,000 or more. But Twitter, on the other hand, although they see a slight dip in users in that 30 to 49,000 a year range, they actually see an increase in users the higher the salary is. So these statistics here should tell you a little better about where you need to be spending your time on social media. It's all about where your ideal client is, so pick one platform and get good at it. Again, if you want to stick with Facebook, I'll be announcing my free Facebook 101 series in the coming weeks. So be sure to like our Facebook page and click to get notifications from us to stay up to date on that and all our other features that we're going to be announcing soon. And if you're struggling with what to post to get those ideal clients to actually book an appointment with you, check out our free social media content calendar at the link below for some awesome content that will save you all kinds of time and give you a little taste of what you'll get when you become a member with us. As always, be sure to check us out over at mymassageworld.com, like our Facebook page, subscribe to us on YouTube, and stay tuned for more videos.